Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the review, plus checking out the channel. We really do appreciate that. What we're going to talk about is Ironman Marvel Legends Retro Collection Ironman Model 9. This pricing will be at $25.99, $24.99 in different places, all with shipping. So don't forget you have to add shipping to that. But looking at the figure, honestly, it does look good on the stand. We do like the coloring. I like that shine to it. Very good. But we'll know more once we get into detail with this figure. But guys, let me know something in the comments. Will you be adding this to your collection? And from 1988 Iron Man till now, who is your favorite Iron Man? Let me know in the comments. But right now, let's go ahead and roll them off the stand and let's get started. Okay, so here's the packaging. This is that retro style packaging. We know we've seen this before. There's the Marvel Comics on top, Iron Man. Then you're gonna have the Iron Man Model 9 right here in this black kind of silver machinery looking thing there. And you're gonna have the Iron Man comic in the background of it all with Hasbro in the corner at the bottom there. You can see there. The figure is nicely tucked away in the bubble. The only bad thing about these kinds of packagings is that once you open them, it's pretty much done. Like I call the one and done, because trying to put them in, fit them in, everything gets ripped up, something gets tore, some of the artwork gets tore up, and it's not that great of a packaging. Actually, it's not great at all, especially for trying to put the figure back inside. But let's go over it. We see the Iron Man Model 9 figure inside the bubble. As you can see, it's packed away really nicely, of course, at first, until you open it. You can see that the figure and the accessories are in there with tape. There you go, looking at that. And then you'll have some instructions at the bottom there. Got it, Hasbro logo. And let's look to the back. So the back will show you, of course, you got your Marvel Comics, Marvel at top, Iron Man Model 9, right? Then you'll have a bio there right by the Iron Man logo, Iron Man there. Then you see this yellow box, kind of like a drawing showing you where the pieces fit on the accessories. There you go. Okay, and if you want to look at this, we'll look at it close. You can pause that and we can get to talking about it. But for the box here, it's like I said, it's not that great. It's only good if you're not going to open it and you're going to have it hanging on maybe the wall for showing and for collectible reasons. But for taking it out, that's it with the box. Once you open it, it's done. But that's it for the packaging. Okay, let's go ahead and give him a measure. Give him that measure. We'll start with the inches side. On the inches, he'll be right at 6.5 inches, okay? And on the centimeter side, if he's at 6.5, he'll be right at 17 centimeters, okay? That's where he's at on the measurements. Okay, so let's go ahead and scale him up. We'll start off with Scorpion. We don't see much of Scorpion. There he is. Tail's a little heavy. Let me get him in the back there so he'll stand. Okay, he's standing, barely. He might fall. But here goes Star-Lord. We'll put him in the mix. Just 3 retro guys there. Looking pretty good. The scale looks pretty good. Iron Man looks nice with those two. But you get the idea on how the figure scales with others. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessories. So we know that he has the punch ends there. You can see them. We'll check those out during articulation. But right now, we'll look at the piece count that we have that's loose, okay? So we'll start with the hands first. On the piece count on the hands, you're gonna have just 2 extra hands, okay? We'll start with 1. All right, so you'll have the detail on the hand, which is not bad. It's pretty good. You have this kind of grazed area here with paint, kind of a blackish color there into the grooves of the hands and fingers. Then you also have your latch there, of course, and you do have the peg there where the peg slides in for the smoke and fire effects, which we'll go over in a minute. But you see the detail in the hands. Not really much to it. I would say that's pretty basic for an Iron Man hand, but you have it, right? Okay, got it? There we go. And here is the other one. Same concept, just a different hand, just a different side, right? Okay, you got it. See the coloring in the grooves of the fingers and the hand. Flip it over. The same thing with the peg system for the fire and smoke effects. Okay, got that. Now let's look at the fire and smoke effects, which I think are pretty cool. The color, maybe, I don't like the color. I don't like the color blue. Maybe red or orange for fire, but this is what we have. Okay, now we're not new to translucent smoke effects. You see it there. You have it. Put some lighting to it. You can do that. But I think smoke effects or heat effects should be maybe brown, maybe, or black. But this is blue. There you go. Okay, nothing to it. Sticks inside the peg there. You see it? That's the peg. Sticks in the hand, right? And here's your second one. Kind of a different design, but the same concept. Doesn't look too much different, but I'm sure they have something different places. They cut it out different with the translucent plastic. There you go. Peg, sticks in, right? Okay, let's look at the fire effects. The kind of the booster effects that come on the bottom or could go on the hands, but more likely when he's flying, right? We've seen these a long time. This is nothing new to us. We've seen this a lot in many different colors with a lot of Ironmans. So I'm pretty sure this is just a reusable accessory here, right? Okay, so you got it. Peg, translucent blue, put some lighting to it, fire effect, flame effect, jet effect, whatever, right? Okay, then you get to, we know it. If you don't know, here you are. So you got that star effect from blasting out, and there goes your blast out effect when he's flying or shooting it out of his hand, right? Okay, and that's gonna do it for the accessories. Okay, so let's check out the paint scheme, which is the paint ops, and let's check out the mold of the figure. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so looking at the figure, holding in hand, it's very solid, very great feel of the figure. Doesn't look like it'll break. Looks like you can mess with this figure quite a bunch and do poses. So let's start with the head. We see the head is going with the red plastic. Of course, the red plastic's all over and the yellow. But checking on the head here, you're looking at just regular basic plastic. You'll have some details here, of course, details there. And the face itself is basic plastic yellow, and it has grooves in the eyes. That way, in the mouth, that way you see it's kind of inside, kind of sunk in, and then they painted the black there to give it the face, right? Okay, and on the shoulders, we work our way down. As you look by the collar, you can see that suit, the armor around his neck there. You see that? Kind of got a shine to it, like it's metallic, but we know it's not. This is just basic red plastic that's in a shine manner there. You see it? Okay, the shoulders are PVC. This plastic here, it has a shine to it, but it's PVC for arm movements and multiple movements there. So this bends very well, PVC plastic, okay? So let's go to the center of the body here. This is very hard plastic right here, ABS, of course, and it's just has a little bit of like a marble color to it. You see it there? Look how I'm moving it. You see that kind of a marble inside. It does have it. And in the center there, that is a sticker. I'm pretty sure there's nothing really crazy about that. That's not plastic or any of thing made. It might be, but to me, it looks like a sticker. Let's get some light into that to show you that. You see that? That looks like a sticker there, okay? Okay, all right, so the body of the figure will have red here. This is red paint. And it's painted on with where the yellow is to pertain to all the muscles on the body. On the ribs there, the center, all that is paint here. This is paint, and it goes all over the yellow here, the same yellow plastic mold. I'm pretty sure this is all the mold, and the red's on top of the mold. Okay, the arms, you're looking at the gauntlets there, all red. I'm pretty sure they capped that over the mold of the yellow, and they glued that on, or whatever they do to keep that steady on the forearm. And that's the same on both sides there. And let's take a look at our fist. We see our fist. There they are, the same concept as the hands we saw. There it goes. And you see the black wash on the grooves there, just like in the other ones, okay? Nothing to the fist, right? Okay, let's go down to the diaper. We know the arm. Let's look at the arm real quick, just to see it. You see the muscles here with the yellow, right? The yellow mold, the muscles, all molded in. Looking pretty decent in this back, okay? Let's look at this diaper. Diaper very huge. Same plastic is the chest. Has a little bit of that marble color to it, kind of marble-ish. And it goes all the way to the back. Very big diaper, right? Very big, okay? There you got it. And the legs are all sculpted with the mold of the figure. This is how it came out. I'm pretty sure it might have been all yellow. I'm not sure. And then they added the red things to it. I'm not sure how tooling goes, but I have an idea, okay? And there's your legs with all the muscles as well. There you go. And your hinges are blended in with yellow colors as well in here. That way they hide it as much as they can. And we're looking at the feet, his boots. It goes all the way up. Actually, these are actually put on as well. And you can see the same kind of red, maybe that look kind of like metallic, but it's not, kind of marble-ish. It has it on there too as well, but it's just regular red plastic, just shiny. And as you see on the boots here, on the grooves, you can see they have a black wash inside the grooves. Okay, so for the figure and the paint job and the sculpting, that'll do it. Okay, let's step into it. That POA, that points of articulation. Let's go. Okay, we'll start with the head. The head is on the latch and socket. That's what I call it. The latch there and the socket, and then you go your socket there, so you got your ball and socket, right? Okay, latch, ball, socket, right? That is because Ironman is a flyer, so you do want them head movements up so he can fly, and you have your downs there, and you will not get any tilts when you have the latch, ball, and socket. So if you do want to try to get the head to tilt, lift the head above the socket just a little bit and have it on the ball, and you can rotate your head side to side, but you're not getting anything the way it is now, okay? So that's it on the head, around, and there you go. Let's go to the arms. The arms are on the latch system. There you go. You have it, and they do rotate inside the arm there, and you do have PVC plastic on the shoulder pads. That way you can flex them up and do multiple movements, and also you do have the bicep swivel. There you go. And in the arm, you're going to have the latch system there. You can see it. There's the 90 degree, and you're going to have the one that goes all the way in. Of course, it'll be limited because of the fact that the gauntlet is in the way, right? And that's the same on both sides of the arm. And if you look at the hands do rotate because they are interchangeable and they do have latches of their own. There you go. Okay, same on both sides. So in the middle of the figure, Hasbro's famous thing they do with most of the figures, maybe 95%, you see the middle here, it'll have it where you can crunch, and it'll have it where it goes out, right? That's for multiple poses. And by the diaper, you do have the rotation where you can do the 360, okay? Right, let's look at the legs. As we know, Hasbro is famous for their thigh swivels. They do have that. A lot of figures do not. A lot of companies don't do that, but Hasbro does it with most of their figures, maybe all of them, not quite sure. Okay, so we see that. Thigh swivel is there, and we're looking at our legs. You see the latches there. We know we have the 90 degree, and we have the one that goes all the way, but limited because of the boot, right? Okay, that's the same on both sides. So let's look at the feet. The feet do have a rocker at the bottom. I saw it is a rocker, but it's very minimum just because the two sides of the boots here. So you can't really rock it the way you want to, but it does have a latch system, of course, and it comes out. You can see the latch there, right? Okay, same on both sides. And on the bottom, you do have pegs for posing reasons. Get that McFarlane stand. That'll probably do it. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for the articulation. Okay, let's talk about the pros and cons. Okay, we'll go with the cons first. The cons are the figure doesn't come with enough accessories. We are getting the fire and flame effects and the extra pair of hands, but I would like to see an additional extra pair and something else with the fire effects, because we get the fire effects quite often with our Ironmans, and we never get anything else. But it'd be nice to have something else. Don't know what else, but just something different, and maybe a different head sculpt will be good. The positive, the Ironman looks great. I do like the coloring, like the washes on it. I do like the movements on it. Surprisingly, the movements are great on it. Of course, the head is limited for your tilts, but you really don't need it with him. But it looks really good. The figure stands well, balances well. I do like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, let me know what you give it. And you guessed it. You can get it at entertainmentearth.com. Just check out entertainmentearth.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.